Good morning.
Used to have those that
I discovered a new color.
السلام عليكم. صوتك ما بيعجبش. صوتك ما تشتغل ما خلاص.
The phone that says Hamid Elberkat.
Yes, yeah,
How
hi.
can I, who are you, please?
Hamid,
Right, but I don't show you on my docket. Who are you and are you representing somebody? What are you
No.
here for?
for DH Trucking?
DH Trucking.
Yes.
Okay. Do you have an attorney with you today?
No.
Okay, hold on.
I think it's still early for my appointment. Will be 8:50.
Mr. Schick?
Yes,
Did you need to speak to Hamed regarding DH Trucking or no?
yeah, let's put him in a breakout room and let's see where he stands.
All right. Hi, on the Galaxy with the loving puppies. Unmute yourself, please. You're muted. There you go.
Okay.
What's your
right.
name, please?
Jason Zambek.
All right. Hi, Leanna.
Hi, Heather. How are you?
All right. Did you get the pleas already this morning?
I texted Josh. He hasn't responded.
Let me
Oh.
see.
I just got an email. Is that him? I don't know.
Where?
No, I just had an email pop through on my phone.
Oh, okay. Let me ask Marlisa if she's got them and if she can send them.
I'll call Josh. Don't worry about it, Heather.
Oh, okay.
He'll
Up
get
to
them.
you.
To me. He always gives them to me.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Because I know he didn't get them to us till later yesterday, which was kind of different, but we ended up getting them.
Yeah, he'll get them to me. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
And then I'll send in the chat the ones I have today.
Perfect. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Mr. Schick, are you all set with DH Trucking or does it need to be adjourned or?
Can we adjourn it? He's making good progress,
Okay.
but he still has one more thing he has to do on the list. So if we could just adjourn it and then maybe either late this, well, I know a Christmas coming up, probably the next openings are probably the first of the year.
Well, I have either December 2nd or December 16th.
Let's do the 16th.
Okay. So Mr. Hamid, we're going to adjourn it to December 16th at 8:30. You will need to try to figure out contacting an attorney because you cannot talk for yourself for the company.
Do I have to have an attorney for that?
Unless it gets dismissed. But if you have to do a plea on it, then yes, you're going to have an attorney.
So just
Uh-huh.
he's really close to getting everything done.
Okay.
You get the inspection done by the 16th. I'll be more than willing to dismiss it, but you got to have it done by the next hearing. Or if
Okay.
you don't have it done, you're going to need a lawyer because then you'll need a lawyer then.
Okay, I'll have it done. I'll have it done by 16th.
All right.
I didn't have anything. I mean, it's just a small thing. It's not a big thing. Yeah.
All right. So
All
then we'll put in for an adjournment for December 16th and we'll see you then, Mr. Albercat. Okay.
Sure.
Thank you. You're all set.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Heather.
Thank you. And then I have Jason Zambek. Do you need to speak to him?
Yeah, I'll talk to him.
All right. If you can push to go back into your breakout room, I assigned it to you. Do you see it to push to go back into your room? Perfect. Hi, Mr. Bazey.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Are you ready to proceed? Did you need to speak to the prosecutor? What was your pleasure
I
this morning?
text the prosecutor. I'm not
Uh-huh.
sure how he wants to proceed with this case. So, I mean, if you could put me in a breakout room with him. I texted him, he didn't answer.
Yeah, he's not here yet. I just wanted to verify and just check. So whenever he gets in, I will put you in a breakout room with him, okay?
No problem. What time does it start?
It should be starting at 8:30. I'm just waiting for the prosecutor so
Oh.
that we can get things going, okay?
Okay, no, I'm not trying to rush or anything like that. I had another court day, but I'll just log on to a different court.
That's fine.
Hey,
Miss-
Heather,
Yeah,
can we assign, Zoom back to a continuance until January?
sure. Let's see. So January would be either there's January 6th or January 20th.
I'll leave that up to you, Jason.
January 20th would be great. I'm supposed
January
to visit,
20th? Okay.
yeah, I'm supposed to visit my in-laws in Costa Rica around January 3rd. I think we're gonna be gone till like the 9th.
Okay, and just so you know, that is going to be with a different judge. It's going to be with Judge Martin. So that's going to be at 9 o'clock. So whenever you get the Zoom information, just please make sure that you pay attention to the different Zoom number. So we'll put your case out till January 20th at 9 a.m.
Okay, thank you very much, ma'am.
Thanks.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Mr. Schick.
Yep,
Have a great day.
You too, ma'am.
Thank you.
thank you, Heather.
You're welcome. Thank you. On the Galaxy A12, the one drinking the coffee, you're on mute. Unmute your, thank you. What is your name, please?
Lauren Jora.
All right, I'm going to put you back in the waiting room till we're ready for you.
Okay, I am supposed to talk to a court-appointed attorney.
Oh, okay. Leanna, are you ready for her? Or are you waiting to see if you get anything from Josh?
Well, based on her charges, I need a discovery order so I can talk to her.
Okay, I'll put you guys in a breakout room. Hi, Mr. Nemi.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. Do you have CK Properties with you?
No,
What's their name? Or are they planning on coming?
No, I have authority to resolve this.
Okay, I just wanted to verify. Did you need to speak to Mr. Schick? Mr.
Yes.
Schick? Okay, I'm gonna put you guys in breakout room. Mr. Schick, can you choose your room again, please?
Hello,
Hi, Miss Good. What are you here for? Or what is your name?
my name is Trudy Clark.
Trudy Clark. Okay, I'm gonna rename you. And I know you need to speak to the MIDC attorney. Have you already spoke to her or?
No, I haven't spoke to anyone.
Okay, yep, she's aware that she needs to speak to you. She is in a breakout room with somebody else right now. So when she comes
Okay.
in, I will let you speak to her, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Hi, Royce.
Hi, how are you?
All right, you're here for Preston Whitfield.
Yep.
Is that the only one?
Yeah.
All right. He's not in the breakout room yet, or the waiting room. Did you need to speak to him when he comes in?
Well, this is a final pretrial where the victim is required to appear. So if the victim isn't here, then I suppose not.
Oh, okay. Do we know who the victim is?
No idea.
Okay. I'll ask Josh when he gets in.
Okay, thanks.
Yep. Mr. Schick, what's going on with CK property?
CK property, let's go ahead and can do a continuance. If we can also do that, schedule that one for January 20th, that would be great.
All right, January 20th at 9 a.m. We'll see you then, Mr. Nemi.
Thank you very much. Thank you,
You're
Mr.
welcome. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, Heather.
Thank you. Leanna,
Yes,
have you heard from Josh?
I have the police.
Oh, okay. 'Cause I'm having Marlisa send them to you. So when she sends them to you, don't worry about it.
She sent them to me.
Oh, perfect. Okay,
them.
so okay, good. So I'm gonna put Lauren back in the waiting room while we're waiting for Josh.
Okay, and can you
uh-huh.
put me in with Trudy? She just requested
Yep.
me yesterday and it was late in the evening when I got the notice, so I didn't have time to call her ahead of time.
Yep, that's what I was actually gonna tell you.
Thank
So
you.
if you can jump back into your room and I'll put Trudy in there. So Lauren, I'm gonna put you back in the waiting room until we're ready for you, okay?
Okay.
Thank you. Good morning, Josh.
Good morning.
I have Mr. Hassan Bazzi for Maurice Gunn.
Yep.
He would like to speak to you, so I'm going to put you in a breakout room, okay?
Okay.
Thanks. Mr. Schick, when Hadar Bajari finally connects, I'm guessing that they're for Bajari Investments. I'll put you in a breakout room.
All right, I'll head out there right now.
Well, it might be a few minutes because it looks like they're taking a few, but okay. Mr. Hinzer?
Yes, Mr. Hinson,
Oh, it's Hinson. Okay. What time are you at?
9 o'clock.
I see you. You're Russell?
Yes.
All right. When your attorney gets here, I'll bring you back in, okay?
Okay, thanks.
Josh, are you guys good to go on Maurice Gunn? Did you need an adjournment? What's up?
The victim is not here, so I'm sure Mr. Bazzi will have a motion in front of the judge. The final.
Who was the victim? Just so I know to look.
All right.
And if you can find the victim on Preston Whitfield and tell me.
So,
please.
Okay, Preston Whitfield.
Madam Clerk, while you're looking, I believe my client is in the waiting room. Correct?
He is, yeah, he is, but
Okay.
I'm not going to bring him in yet till I'm ready for him.
Okay. All right,
Thank you. Yep.
All right. So on Whitfield, it's Dominique Johnson. And Gunn, Takira Finklia.
I ain't hear you, sir.
And James on the Galaxy, what is your name, please?
James Deron Jones.
Okay. What did you say that last name was?
Finklia, Finklea.
Okay, thank you. Miss Ramani,
Yes,
what is your name, please, for the docket?
Ramana Elmubari,
What time is your hearing at?
9:50 for Amir Elmubari.
So Amir is there with you?
Yes,
Okay, let me rename it then.
okay.
Hi, excuse me. I have a question. If I leave out, would I be able to join back in, or how does that go?
Yep, so you needed to leave and you're gonna come back in a little
No,
bit?
I was just trying to make a phone call to get into the house.
Okay, I can put you in the breakout room and then once I see you come back, I can put you back in.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome, and try to name yourself whenever you come back, okay?
Okay, how do
Oops, I already moved her.
We're in class now.
No, it's not court.
All right.
It may be under a company name. We can try it. Change it to that.
And just for docketing purposes, Judge, CK Properties is already taken
Yep.
care of.
Thank you.
Adjourned to January 20th.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning, Your Honor.
And a lady, it looks like Miss Ramirez is in, Miss Belcher, good morning.
Morning, Your Honor.
Mr. Bazey, are you there?
Yes, I am, Your Honor. Good morning.
I understand we're waiting for Mr. Kaplan's victim to show up, correct?
Your Honor, I'm sure Mr. Bazzi has a motion. It was scheduled for 8:30. I've had no contact with the victim. I have made multiple attempts.
Mr. Bazey, your appearance for Mr. Gunn, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Hassan Bazey, P7844, on behalf of Mr. Gunn, who is present via Zoom. I'm not sure. Yes, Mr. Gunn, state your name for the record.
Maurice Gunn. Good morning.
Your Honor,
What's
as
your
the prosecutor stated, today's motion to dismiss, we do understand without prejudice, Your Honor.
All right, and I don't see a cash bond to deal with, so we're all set. The file's closed. Have a good day, gentlemen.
Thank you very much, Your Honor. Thank you, Mr. Kaplan.
Thank you, Bazzi.
Thank you. What else you got?
Alicia Ramirez is in. Jason Zambek is also an adjournment for January 20th.
All right, hold on a minute.
Yep.
What was the adjournment?
Jason
Zambek?
Zambek. Yep.
Thank you. Good morning, Ms. Ramirez.
Unmute yourself, please.
Ms. Ramirez, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm sorry. Good morning.
Good morning. I've got a file with your name on it from June 10, 2021. The charge is operating with a high blood alcohol content, 0.17 or more, carries a possible penalty of up to $1,000 fines plus court costs and up to 1 year in jail. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Are you prepared to go forward today without an attorney, or would you like to speak to the court-appointed attorney?
I'm okay by myself. Thank you.
All right, the prosecutor's made an offer on this file. If you plead guilty to operating while intoxicated, which is up to 93 days in jail, up to $500 fines plus court costs, then the original charge with the greater penalty would be dismissed. Understood?
Understood.
And generally speaking, you understand your rights and the options those rights give you?
Yes.
How would you like to proceed?
Guilty.
Did you drive a vehicle in Romulus on June 10, 2021?
I did.
And prior to driving that vehicle that day, did you consume some alcohol?
I did.
Did you take a breath test or a blood test?
I do not recall what they did.
Okay. All right. All right, looks like a blood test was taken. And Mr. Kaplan, do you have any test results? I'm looking to see if there's any in the file.
Yes, Your Honor, it was 0.211.
All right. Ms. Ramirez, based on your comments and that data mass or that blood test result, I can accept your plea to the added charge. I will dismiss the original charge. I need to confirm some information about you. We've shown an address on Leroy and Taylor, is that right?
Yes.
All right.
27031.
Phone number? Yep. Phone number 778-9144.
313, yes.
And do you have an email that you could provide to the court?
I do.
Go ahead.
It's RAMIREZLICIA21@gmail.
All right, so last name and your first name without the A,
Yes.
21@gmail, right?
Yeah, correct.
All right. And are you working?
I am. I'm a
Where do you work?
I do home care. I take care of elderly people. I go to their house.
Okay. Okay. All right, so here's the way it's going to work. I'm going to send this file down to the probation department. Our probation department's going to reach out to you probably by email. They're going to schedule with you a Zoom interview. Based on that interview between you and the probation office, they're going to put together a report and recommendation for sentencing. I'll see that. You'll get a chance to look at it. You and I will meet again for a sentencing date. You understand that?
Yes.
Okay. In the meantime, I am going to put you on a personal bond. Couple of conditions: stay out of trouble, don't purchase, possess, or consume any mood altering substance unless you've got a doctor's prescription, and cooperate with probation so we can move this file along. You got all that?
Yes. Can I say just something really little?
Sure.
So I got 5 kids and I do not go out much. Okay. I did go out that day. I had suicidal tendencies. I was really depressed. Children was not with me. They were with my mom. When I had woke up in the hospital, I want to just let you know, I spent 2 days in the hospital and I spent 12 days in rehab.
Good. Where at?
I was at Havenwick, and they did not let me go. Yes, they did not let me go until they felt fit, which I appreciated because I came out so beautifully. I have not touched alcohol. I have not went out. I have not looked at alcohol. I haven't nothing. So I just want to put that into perspective for you.
What are you doing? What are you doing to stay on track? Are you going to meetings?
I have 5 kids. I don't get to go out that much. That was like the one time I really, I think everything just hit me all at once. I don't even have time for myself. When the kids go to sleep, I go to sleep. I was going to therapy. I just felt like she wasn't, I don't know. Yeah. So I did try, I attempted, they put me on some medicine. They had me on Geodon. Geodon made me a little sleepy and I have a lot of kids. I don't have time to take a nap in the middle of the day. So I took myself off of that. I have lupus, so I'm still on my aspirin and stuff. So I just wanted to let you know I did go to rehab for those 12 days.
Yep. Good. All right, here's what I'm gonna suggest. First of all, probation is gonna hopefully put together a plan to keep you on track.
Okay.
I understand busy, okay, but you need to have a support system. Keeping busy is part of the plan, but at some point things slow down and, you know, you got to have your support system in play. So, for example, there are AA meetings you can attend online. Talk to my probation department when you get in touch with them. They can put you in touch with some counselors that you can actually, you know, do like virtual counseling and things like that. So you don't have the time.
I don't feel like I'm an
traveling.
alcoholic though, Judge. I feel like I was isolated. I don't feel like I'm an alcoholic. I feel like that was like an isolated.
Did I use that word? Did I use that word?
I know. I just, like counseling.
Listen to me. The 5 kids alone tell me you need professional help. Okay. Just dealing with that.
Right.
Okay. I'm not suggesting the only reason you're here is because you're an alcoholic, and I don't even like using that word because everybody's got a different definition, but you've definitely got a lot on your plate.
I do.
All right.
Yes.
And there
Counseling,
are professional
I don't
services.
deny.
There are professional services that can help you deal with that until some things aren't on your plate anymore.
Right. Correct.
Okay?
Thank you.
So that's what I want you to talk to probation about.
Okay.
So in the meantime, I'll put you on that bond. Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm and acknowledge the debt payable to the court amount of $1,000 if you screw up on bond?
Yes.
Any questions?
No, sir.
All right. You'll hear from our probation department. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Enjoy your day.
You too.
You're welcome. Thank you. Heather?
Royce and Preston Whitfield.
Man.
Good morning, Mr. Nunley.
Good morning, Judge. How are you?
Wonderful. Your appearance?
Yeah, Royce Dunley on behalf of the defendant today, I think was a date and time for a final pretrial where the victim must appear. I'm not sure if the victim is here or not.
I do not.
Mr. Kaplan.
Sorry.
Your Honor, for the record, I did try to reach out to the victim on this case on multiple occasions. I have not been able to make contact. I cannot tell you whether or not she's going to be here. Also, for the record, we also have driving when license suspended and allowing licensed driver to drive.
Yeah, I got those two. Thanks. Yep, thank you. Mr. Whitfield's matter was scheduled at 8:40. It's now 9 o'clock. All right, well, let's take care of the other stuff while we're waiting to see if we get a victim in the next few minutes. Do you need to talk to the prosecutor or your client, Mr. Nunley, about the other misdemeanors, the DWLS and the allow suspended driver to operate?
Well, just for the record here, I'm offering double parking $800 on those 2 charges.
Okay.
I'm sorry, $800 double parking, both misdemeanors go away?
Yes.
And then he's got a couple civil infractions from July 27, 2016 that we're gonna have to deal with some kind of a payment plan or something.
Okay.
Okay. Mr. Nunley, you want Mr. Whitfield in a breakout to talk about that plea offer?
Please and thank you.
Okay, so talk slowly. By the time you get back, maybe I can dismiss the other one. Heather, got it? Thank you. Who else is ready?
Lauren Jora, she's with Leanna.
What time's that one scheduled?
8:50.
Thank you. Good morning, Ms. Belcher.
Morning, Your Honor. How are you?
Wonderful. What do you got, Heather?
I have the city planner and another city person in the waiting room. Do you want everybody in?
Josh, do you know what that one's all about?
I know that we have a case with Officer Schick, and then we have another one with Officer Waginka today. So I mean, they're both in the waiting room, or Schick's here, I believe, and then Officer Waginka is probably just waiting to see if his defendant shows
Yeah,
up.
why don't we do this? Why don't you put all the city people in with Josh and you can figure out who needs to stick around and who doesn't?
All right.
Miss Belcher, your appearance, please.
Leanna Belcher on behalf of the defendant. Ma'am, will you state your name for the record?
Lauren Jora.
Your Honor, today is the date and time I believe set for an arraignment pre-trial. We would waive formal reading and stand mute. I am requesting an adjourned pre-trial date so that I can obtain a discovery order and collect digital discovery.
Okay. Looks like Heather's giving me 2 options for you, December 2nd and December 16th.
I believe I'm already on your December 2nd date, Your Honor, so that works for me.
All right, 9:40.
I'm there all day.
Well, that'll work. And you confirmed our information for Ms. Jora, contact information?
That is correct. It's been sent to Heather in the chat.
Thank you very much. And let's talk bond.
We would ask for personal bond. Your Honor, it's my understanding this is her first contact with the criminal justice system. She does live in Oscoda now, so it's several hours away. She comes back and works at a waitressing job that she's had for several years on the weekends.
Okay.
She has two very young children, a 20-month-old and a 7-month-old. She's going to parenting classes at Harbor Lights, and she's also receiving
Good.
mental health treatment at Sable Valley Mental Health.
Beautiful. You got snow on the ground up there, Ms. Jora?
A little bit of frost in the mornings, yes,
Yeah. I thought, did it snow the other day?
it did.
Yeah.
Lightly, it didn't
That's-
stick.
We're headed towards winter. All right, I'm gonna put
Yes.
you on a personal bond, couple of conditions. First of all, cooperate with Ms. Belcher so we can get this file moving along. Stay out of trouble and do not purchase, possess, or consume any mood altering substance unless you've got a doctor's prescription for that substance. You got all that?
Yes,
Raise your right hand for me. Do you swear or affirm and acknowledge the debt payable to the court amount of $1,000 if you violate bond?
yes,
Any questions?
no, sir.
All right. You have a nice day.
Thank you, you too.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Heather, we still have no Vic on Whitfield?
No, we do not.
All right. On case number 21, RP 02136, the threats charge, Mr. Nunley,
Motion to dismiss.
without prejudice, granted. And as to the other misdemeanors,
He would like to avail himself of the offer and plead responsible to the double parking with the charge of $800 in exchange for dismissal of the misdemeanor.
and Mr. Whitfield, that true?
Yes, sir, Judge.
All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dismiss one charge outright so we can just close that file. Then the other file, I'm just going to put the full $800 on that one. Understood?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so the dismissed file is the allow suspended revoked person to drive, which is from 2019, case number is 194121. That's dismissed. There is a clearance fee of 45. I'm not waiving that. All right, so that file's closed and you're pleading responsible to a double parking, Mr. Whitfield, on the 2020 drove while license suspended charge, correct?
Yes, that is correct, Judge.
All right. Can you pay that $800 within 30 days or do you want to set up a monthly payment plan?
I would like to set up a monthly payment plan, please.
How much can you pay every month and when can you start?
Could I start in 2 weeks? And I want to shoot for maybe
Give
100
yourself some wiggle room.
$100 a month, maybe.
They give you some wiggle room?
Yes, sir.
All right. You can always pay extra. All right, let's
Okay.
start $100 a month and I'm going to give you until the end of the month, the 29th, last Friday in November. Anytime
29th.
on or before that day is your start date.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
And the civil infractions, we've got a speeding ticket from 2016, 250, and no proof of insurance from 16, 418. We're just going to add those into the same payment plan.
Okay, thank you, Judge. I appreciate it.
Have a lovely day.
Okay, thank you. You too.
Thank you.
That's it for me, Judge. You guys have a great day.
You too, thanks.
You too, Royce.
Mr. James Jones, can you unmute yourself, please? That's the next one up, Judge.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
I'm sorry for talking earlier.
Oh, that's fine. I was able to
Good morning,
stop
Mr.
that.
Jones.
Good morning, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Jones, I've got a couple files here. From September 7, 2014, I've got interfering with police, drove while license suspended, revoked, or denied, and operating with a high blood alcohol content of 0.17 or more. The drove while license suspended and interfering with police, up to $500 fines plus court costs, up to 93 days in jail on each of those 2 files. The third file, the drinking and driving charge, is up to $1,000 fines plus court costs and up to 1 year in jail. Do you understand those charges and the possible penalties?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. So the prosecutor has made an offer. If you plead guilty to operating with a high blood alcohol content, if you plead guilty to operating while impaired and drove while license suspended, revoked, or denied, then the interfering with a police officer and the original drunk driving with the high penalty would be dismissed. Drove while license suspended and operating while impaired each carry possible 93-day jail terms. Drove while license suspended is up to $500 fines plus court costs. Impaired driving is up to $300 fines plus court costs. Do you understand these charges and the possible penalties?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you prepared to go forward today without an attorney, or would you like to speak to the court-appointed attorney?
Yeah, now I'm like, it's been a long time. I tried to plead by mail before. I'm just trying to get it over with because I got a job opportunity out of state. So that's why I called and tried to get this over with. Set up an appointment. So
okay.
I should have pleaded last
answer my question, though.
Yes, I'm ready to go without a lawyer.
Okay, all right. Understand the attorney's ready to talk to you right now. It's not like it's a delay.
No, I'm just trying to get it over with.
No,
it's been a long time.
Okay, and you understand the possible penalty for these charges, right?
Yes, I don't know why I ain't plead when I was in there in front of you last time. I should have just pleaded when I had 180 days in. I don't know why I didn't.
No problem. And generally speaking, you understand the rights and the options those rights give you, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Understanding all of this, are you pleading guilty freely, voluntarily to the charge of drove while license suspended, revoked, or denied, and operating while impaired on September 7, 2014?
Yes, Your Honor.
On that date, did you drive a vehicle in the city of Romulus after consuming alcohol?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you take a blood test or a breath test?
I took a breath test, I believe, Your Honor.
All right. And do you have any idea? I know it's a long time ago. Do you have any idea what the test results were?
Well,
let's try it another way.
Okay.
Let's try it another way. Looking back on it now, do you feel that your ability to operate your vehicle on September 7, 2014 was visibly impaired due to your consumption of alcohol?
Yes, Your Honor.
I can accept your plea on that one. And at that time, was your license suspended, revoked, or denied while you were driving?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'll accept your plea to those two. I'll dismiss the original drunk driving charge. That all goes to Heather. That one can go downstairs. I'll dismiss the original high BAC charge, and I'll dismiss the interfering with a police officer charge.
Thank you.
You're welcome. We're showing your address on MacArthur, is that right?
Yes, sir. 9162. Yes, sir.
Yeah, and phone number 833-1276?
Yes, sir.
All right. And where's this job at, and when are you ready to go?
It's IKEA, but it's in Atlanta. As soon as I get all this over with, I got 2 months.
Okay. All right. We should be able to get you sentenced within the next month or so, hopefully. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send your files to the probation department. They're going to schedule a Zoom interview, and they'll schedule a sentencing date so you and I can talk again. In the meantime, I'm going to put you on a personal bond. I don't want you to purchase, possess, or consume any mood-altering substance unless you got a doctor's prescription for the substance. Did you say that you did 180 days at some point where you tried to plead by mail?
Yes, Your Honor. And yeah, I did. It should be in there, honestly. It should be in my file. I think Miss Green, I think it was a Green that did I think I sent to Miss Green, if I'm mistaken.
Yeah, I'm not seeing, oh, here we go. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna close your drove while license suspended charge out, give you credit for time served. There is a $45 clearance fee on that file that has to get paid before you get your license straight. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. I'm gonna put you on a personal bond on the drinking and driving charge.
Yes,
Cooperate
sir.
with our probation department, stay out of trouble, don't purchase, possess, or consume any mood-altering substances. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm and acknowledge the debt payable to the court in the amount of $1,000 if you violate bond?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, one last thing. You can put your hand down. Do you have an email address that you use?
Yes, Your Honor.
Go ahead.
It's Jones Polish, POLISH @gmail.com.
Gotcha. All right, you'll be hearing from our probation department. Have a nice day.
Thank you kindly, Your Honor.
You're welcome, sir. Heather?
Judge, we have Attorney Mijas for Russell Hinson at 9 a.m.
Okay.
Thank you. Counsel, your appearance, please.
Okay.
Hello.
Counsel, your appearance for Hinson?
Your Honor, Harry Mijas on behalf of Mr. Henson, P number 66417.
Good morning, gentlemen. And do you need to speak to the prosecutor, counsel?
We have spoken, Your Honor. What I need is a discovery order so I could take it to the police and get
So we need
discovery.
an adjourn date?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so get us an order. I'll slap my signature on it. September 2nd, September 16, which one works for you?
Well, if that's September 16 of 2022, that'd be great, but because I doubt it.
It's not.
But it's,
December 2nd or December 16th.
oh, I heard September. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
December 2nd?
Yeah, December 2nd is fine.
Okay.
Your Honor, is there a form order that you have, or should I just draft one on my own?
Just draft one and send it to me. I can give you my email. I'll chat you my email.
That'd be great. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Counsel, 9:40 a.m. work?
Yes, that's perfect. Lets me sleep in.
All right.
Thank you.
And would you waive formal reading?
Yes, we waive formal reading and stand mute, Your Honor.
Awesome. I will enter a not guilty plea for Mr. Hinson. And confirming information, Sunnycrest, a good address, Mr. Hinson.
Yes, Your Honor.
Can I have a phone number?
734-250-0164.
Thank you.
Welcome.
All right, I'm gonna put you on a personal bond, Mr. Hinson. Stay out of trouble, no new charges. Do not purchase, possess, or consume any mood-altering substance unless you've got a doctor's prescription, and cooperate with your attorney so we can move your file along. You got all that?
Yes, sir.
Right hand in the air for me, please. Do you swear or affirm and acknowledge the debt payable to the court amount of $1,000 if you mess up that bond?
I do.
Mr. Mias, any questions?
I have no questions, Your Honor.
Have a lovely day, gentlemen.
Your Honor,
Yes.
my partner just.
Hello.
Hello, I just wanted to say hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Excellent. How's my buddy doing?
He's hanging in there. He's
Good.
back in
Tell him I said
treatment,
hi.
so he's hanging in there.
Yeah, tell him I said hi. Yeah,
I
he's a
will.
fighter.
Have a good one.
All right. You too. Take care. Thank you, counsel.
Your Honor, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Judge, I have Sharon Greer and Jerry Lyons in a breakout room for a show cause issue. So I brought in
Okay.
Mr. Holmes. Do you have anybody for stateside expected here, Mr. Holmes?
No, Your Honor. Or
So you're taking, so this one is stateside investments, Judge, at 9 a.m.
I'm sorry, what was the name?
Stateside investments.
Thank you.
I have Attorney
There.
Holmes and Mr. Wood.
Yep.
Mr. Holmes, did you need to speak to Mr. Waginka regarding the case?
yes, if I could.
Okay, sorry, Judge, I'm gonna throw them in a breakout room.
That's all right. Hey, Josh. Speaking of show cause, how are things going on Whitehorn with our guy with his dumpster biz?
I was actually going to ask Officer Schick today. I've not heard anything yet. I've not heard anything new, I should say.
All right. Well, I'm assuming if he was in violation, you guys would let me know.
Yep.
All right, so stateside, we got anybody else ready to go?
I'm gonna bring in Leslie Knapp. It looks like she's with Philip, CHORB at 9:10.
What, you can't say Chorobian?
No.
Actually, I think it's Travagin. Counsel, you are muted. Muted? Muted too.
I can be both muted and muted. Good morning.
Good morning, counsel. Your appearance for Mr. Cherobian.
Good morning, Your Honor. Leslie Knapp, appearing on behalf of the defendant Philip Travagin, who sits to my right in my office.
Inch Mr. Travagin.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
I said inch besses.
Oh.
Inch possess.
Oh.
Okay.
Counsel, do you need to speak to our prosecutor?
Well, I'm not quite sure, Your Honor. This is the stage we're at in this case. Back in 2000, we have two cases actually. And back in 2018, Mr. Travagin pled guilty on one of the cases. He was to be referred, he was referred to the mental health court in the 29th district, and basically he ended up hospitalized, did not follow up on anything. So I may need to talk to Mr. Kaplan. I think, yes, Mr. Kaplan is the prosecutor on the case.
Yes.
Where nothing happened. So yes, if I may talk to him, please,
Yeah, actually,
briefly.
he's the prosecutor on, no, actually, he's the prosecutor on the one from May 25, 2018. The case where Mr. Travagin was sent to 29th District Court was a Van Buren file.
Right, exactly.
That one, it looks like the Van Buren file looks like he's just in bench warrant status because he didn't follow up with Wayne.
Correct.
So you and I can deal with that one without the prosecutor, but let's put you in a breakout so you can talk about the one that's never been pled.
Okay, thank you.
Okay? Yeah,
Okay,
you're welcome.
thank you.
You get all that, Josh? You figure that out?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Breakout room for these two, Heather?
Yeah. Josh, will you go back into your room, please? I didn't want to bring in too many people because I'm waiting for Sharon to come out, and that Jerry Lyons one is going to, I think, be a long one with Emily. But I can bring in DeMarcus Taylor. Leanna, did you need a breakout room with Mr. Taylor?
No, we've already spoken. We're ready.
Oh, so you're ready on that one. Sorry, Judge, they're ready on DeMarcus Taylor.
What time was that scheduled?
9:10.
Thank you. Counsel, your appearance.
Good morning, Your Honor. Leanna Belcher on behalf of Mr. Taylor. Mr. Taylor, can you please state your name for the record, sir? Mr. Taylor, you have to unmute and state your name, sir.
Not there, Mr. Taylor?
Yes, I'm here.
All right. Counsel, what are we doing?
It's set for an arraignment pre-trial. We'd waive formal reading and stand mute. I did previously send in a discovery order. I was trying to be proactive since Mr. Taylor requested my services well in advance of today. I did serve that order on the police station. Unfortunately, when I picked up the disc on Monday, it was a blank disc. So I'm working with the police station to get a new disc made with the digital discovery. So I need a new date.
December 2nd was the day you're here?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's do it 9:40. That
Thank
work
you.
for you, Mr. Taylor?
Yes.
All right. Let's talk bond, counsel.
Your Honor, he's been in constant contact with me. I did provide his contact information to Heather. It's my understanding this is his first
Good.
offense. I have no doubt that he will be at the next court date.
Good. All right, Mr. Taylor, I'm going to put you on a personal bond. A couple of conditions. Stay out of trouble. Cooperate with Ms. Belcher, and do not purchase, possess, or consume any mood-altering substance unless you've got a doctor's prescription for it. Understood?
Yes, sir.
All right, raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm and acknowledge the debt payable to the court in the amount of $1,000 if you screw up?
Yes.
You're all set. Enjoy your day.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Ms. Knapp, are we ready?
We are, Your Honor.
All right, so what's your pleasure on the May case?
that the
The
case
Romulus
with
matter.
Ron? Okay. Your Honor, we're gonna ask for a final pretrial conference.
How about December 2nd? Mr. Kaplan, I'm assuming that's for a victim to appear?
That is correct, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Certainly, Your Honor. What time?
9:50?
Sure.
All right, in the meantime, I will put your client on a personal bond. Sir, raise your right hand for me. Your bond conditions are to cooperate with Ms. Knapp and stay out of trouble. Do you swear or affirm and acknowledge a debt payable to the court in the amount of $1,000 if you can't do those things?
Yes, sir.
All right, counsel, anything else?
Not on that case, Your Honor.
All right. I'm going to suggest that on the Van Buren case, we just set that for review on December 2nd, see what we're going to do on the other one.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
It is. I do have a letter from Lincoln Behavioral Services, which I would like to
Great.
email to the court. What email address should I use?
Yeah, email that to Heather. She'll send you her email by chat. Will that work,
Okay.
Heather?
Yep, it will, Judge.
Thank
Okay,
you
have a
so
great day,
much.
folks.
You
You're
too.
welcome so much. Bye-bye.
Mr. Mihas, is that all that you needed was the email addresses?
That's all I needed.
Okay, did you get them both?
I've got, yes, I got Josh and yours. Yep.
Okay, thank you.
Let me write them down and we'll be set.
All righty. I'm gonna bring in Janice Kramer. She was an add-on for 910. Did you see all that, Josh? You got that email on that one?
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you.
What do we got, Josh? A motion to set aside?
No objection to setting aside the defaults. You're knowingly and voluntarily, Your Honor.
Oh, I remember. I talked to somebody about this. All right, Ms. Kramer, good morning.
Good morning.
All right, so I've got 3 tickets here from July 9, 2018. All civil infractions, impeding traffic, registration or plate violation, and equipment, defective equipment. My understanding, these went into default. You never actually received a paper ticket.
No.
So that's why they went into default, because you didn't know what you were supposed to do with them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set aside these defaults. The prosecutor, Mr. Kaplan, said he had no objections. I'll set aside the defaults and let you speak to him and see if there's some kind of a resolution.
Thank you.
Mr. Kaplan, we'll put you in a breakout.
Okay, Your Honor.
Thank you.
If you can go in there, Josh, please. Mr. Schick, if you can go in your breakout room, I'm going to put Mr. Hadari in there.
I think that's a B. I think it's Budjari.
I think it is too after I said that.
Yeah.
All right, let's see who we have next. I'm going to wait till they get out of that breakout room because Arturo Godinez is going to need to speak to Mr. Schick.
Heather, did Trudy ever log back in?
Did who? Trudy?
Yes.
Yes, I'll bring her in now if you guys are ready to go. Mr. Schick, did you go into that breakout room? I moved you into a different one.
Yeah, there was somebody in both breakout rooms that were discussing other cases.
Right. Oh, now I see. Okay. Sorry.
It's all right.
Hello.
So this one is Trudy Clark, judge at 9:40 with Leanna.
Thank you. Appearance, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Leanna Belcher on behalf of Ms. Clark. Ms. Clark, can you please unmute your device and state your name for the record?
Trudy Clark.
Your Honor, I believe today is the date and time set for an arraignment pretrial. We'd waive formal reading and stand mute. I did have an opportunity to meet with Ms. Clark in a breakout room. I communicated the
Good.
offer to her. At this point in time, Josh did send me the report. It makes mention of some other written statements. Ms. Clark would like to review all of the discovery, so I will be submitting a discovery order to the court for your signature, and we are requesting a new date.
All right, so what we've got is 3 misdemeanors from October 8/21 and two civil infractions from that date. All right, so I'll enter a not guilty plea for on the misdemeanors. While I'm writing, why don't you fill me in on anything I should know about bond stuff?
Your Honor, Ms. Clark has been in contact with me. She did request MIDC counsel yesterday, so she is reading her mail. She is being proactive. I do have her
Good.
contact information. We spoke this morning on the telephone, so I know that I'll be able to reach her. She has my number as well. We would request a personal bond.
Okay. All right, can we do these at 9:50 on the 2nd of December?
That's good for me, Your Honor, if it's good for Ms. Clark.
Yes,
All
that's
right,
perfect.
Thank you. With the nature of at least some of these charges, I'm thinking maybe I should do some kind of conditional bond with Belcher.
Your Honor, are you referring to the threats misdemeanor?
Yeah.
And Ms. Clark is contesting that happened. That's why we are being diligent in obtaining the discovery. I believe it was just a traffic accident that occurred. I want to see what the written statements say, Your Honor. I'm not aware of any assaultive contact or history of Ms. Clark.
Okay.
Obviously, I'm not provided with the CCH, so Your Honor would be in a better position than
Right.
I would ask that you just
Yeah, but
impose regular
It
PR bond.
looks like the alleged altercation or interaction was between Ms. Clark and a school employee, correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
All right. Ms. Clark, is there any reason for you to have any contact with that school employee while this case is pending?
No, sir, not at all.
All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put you on a personal bond on all 3 of these misdemeanors. And on the threats case, I'm going to add an additional condition that you have no contact with that person. So if you see
Yes,
him
sir.
or her, if you walk into Burger King and they're there, you go to Taco Bell to eat. Just avoid those people like they had some kind of plague. Understood?
Yes, sir.
All right. Do you swear or affirm and acknowledge the debt payable to the court in the amount of $1,000 on each one of these 3 misdemeanor files for a total of $3,000 if you mess up on bond? Yes?
Yes.
All right. Stay out of trouble, cooperate with Ms. Belcher, and no contact with whoever that incident was involving.
Yes, sir.
I'll also adjourn the 2 civil infractions so
Hey,
we
can
can
you tell
talk
Mr.
about those
Cameron
on
Bell that
December
he,
2nd.
oh, sorry.
Ms. Belcher, anything else for Ms. Clark?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Have a nice day, ladies.
You too.
Looks like we
Heather,
have
what do you
Mr. Holmes for stateside.
Good morning, Your
Counsel,
Honor.
your appearance?
Michael Holmes, Your Honor, on behalf of Stateside, the defendant, P46095.
And what are we doing today, counsel?
Your Honor, this is basically a misdemeanor for a lack of a certificate of occupancy for this commercial building. We've been working on it for quite a time, and we've actually made some progress today. I just had a breakout with Ms. Mays, the city planner, as well as Mr. Rajinka from the building department, and we are requesting a 60-day adjournment to accomplish the following, which would be, I'm going to get a quick claim deed for the 33 feet of right-of-way for Beverly Road. I have to get that legal description from the survey company. I'm going to basically provide Mr. Rajinka with contact information for my client to start getting inspections on the property to get a temporary certificate of occupancy issued. That's going to happen after today's hearing. So we're going to be able to obtain a temporary certificate of occupancy with the idea of getting the complete occupancy or certificate in January with a bond for some work that needs to be done. And then the actual plans that we intended on doing for the parking lot expansion are being withdrawn. So we're no longer doing that. So it's just now a reoccupancy issue. But that's essentially what we talked about today, and I think we're in agreement on.
Okay. Okay. Heather, you got a date for us?
January 20th, 9 a.m., Judge Martin.
All right. That work, counsel?
Yes, it does, Your Honor. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Good luck.
Thank you.
Ms. Greer, are you ready on Mr. Lyons' file?
I'm ready, Judge.
All right. We've got a file here that goes back to May 14, 2020. The charge is disorderly person. Looks like I sentenced Mr. Lyons on August 13, it looks like. Non-reporting probation for 12 months. Told him to continue counseling with Western Wayne with reports to the court. Assessed court costs of $250 payable within 30 days. So let's see what my probation department said. No documentation from Western Wayne or other agency. Picked up a new file on November 12, 2020 in Huron Township. Another new file in Huron Township, November 15th. Another new charge, December 28, 2020 in Huron Township. Another one, May 23rd, domestic violence in Huron Township. Okay, so in essence, Mr. Lyons has lots of fish to fry.
Yes, Judge.
All right, what's going on with counseling?
Donna, I was in counseling. I was arrested August before it was like during the time I was getting my paperwork from my counselor. I spent from August to October in jail for the first domestic violence case. After that, this domestic violence case got dismissed. I went back to try to go get my documentation for Western Wayne, which they had me wait to get back in there because I was gone for 2 months. I couldn't see, I had to read, what do they call that? I had to do the intake again. So I had to wait again to do intake. I got finally, when y'all dismissed the first domestic violence case, in November is when I came home. November 9th, I came home. My husband moved out. He was gone all weekend. He came back November 12th. And that's when I was arrested for domestic violence. And like 3 days later, it was like I don't understand like why.
Judge,
they should have known I was in jail.
Go ahead, Ms. Greer.
I just want to interrupt Mr. Lyons for just a minute because he and I have gone over all of these charges that are currently pending. So there are numerous charges that are pending. It appears that it is the same complainant in each case, except for the criminal sexual conduct case. Mr. Lyons indicates that there is a no assaultive contact with this person. I told him that it would probably be better if the court issued a no contact provision between the two of them, because it appears that each time they are around each other, someone gets arrested, and 9 times out of 10 is Mr. Lyons. And he does not.
Let me stop you. I find it very hard to believe that he's got all these domestic violence files and none of them ordered no contact.
I can believe that as well.
Judge,
so
I can weigh in on that.
Heather.
Every time we have done a no contact, the victim has contacted us and it's always changed to a no assaultive. So that's why it's still no assaultive. You're welcome.
Thank you. So let me back up though. Today's a violation of probation. What are we doing? Are we going to hold a hearing? What are we doing?
No, Your Honor. From my perspective as the attorney, the allegations of arrest are valid. And Mr. Lyons believes that he's being arrested falsely. And I've indicated to him that he has an opportunity to defend those cases individually. But in regards to the violations of probation, the fact that he was arrested on these dates, there's no reason to contest that at this time, because yes, he was arrested. So for that reason, there should be a guilty plea should be entered by Mr. Lyons to the violations of probation. Is that correct, Mr. Lyons?
Yes.
Okay. In regards to
I'll accept the guilty plea.
We know documentation was provided for Western Wayne, and from my perspective, even as his attorney, I've indicated to him that I believe it's in his best interest to continue with some type of counseling.
Agreed.
It may even be judged that we need a psych evaluation.
Okay. Well, let's make that claim or request on one of the files that's not post-sentencing.
Okay.
Right. So on this file, I'm going to accept the guilty plea. Mr. Lyons, I'm going to tell you, you got to get back on track with some counseling with documentation to Ms. Tiroli at probation. And I'm also going to order, as a condition of this file, no contact with your husband. What's your husband's name?
Robert Lyons.
Robert?
Yes. Can you put in notes that I am back at the residence and he moved out of the residence?
Is that on Paulette?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
All right, you gotta get on track. Stay in contact with your attorney.
Okay. Do I talk to the probation office? Do I call them today?
Yes, Mr. Lyons, you can give me a call today.
Okay.
Your Honor, are we extending probation because it was 1 year non-reporting?
We're going to extend probation until we've got him under our thumb on another file.
Okay.
Or if those files all go away, then you remind me and I'll close him out on this one.
All right.
We can't have more problems between him and Robert.
Yeah,
exactly.
I understand that. Thank you.
All right. Mr. Lyons, some relationships are just too toxic to keep working at.
I know, man. I'm tired of getting arrested. I'm 2 doors down from my mom's house. That's embarrassing, man.
Good luck.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, Mr. Kaplan, are we ready on Ms. Kramer?
Yes, Your Honor, after speaking with Ms. Kramer, and obviously setting aside the defaults, we are going to request to amend this to a double parking with a total fine of $200 with the dismissal of all 3 charges. I do believe Ms. Kramer does understand what she'd be pleading responsible to today, and she's willing to accept that.
All right. And Ms. Kramer, can you pay that $200 within 30 days?
I can pay it today, right now, if you want.
All right. Well, if you pay it now, that means you're doing it online. It'll cost you some extra money because there's a third-party vendor.
Okay.
I just soon save you the vendor fee if I can.
Well, thank
I'll
you.
just give you 30 days. You can mail us a check, money order.
Sure. Thank you both very much. I really appreciate your kindness.
You're welcome.
Judge, I am bringing in some iPhones, some people that I don't know. Mr. Rourke, what are you here on, please?
No.
I was here on the Bajari case. I tried back to my appearance over 3 times. It was rejected all 3 times. I suspect I have an old fax number. And I'm going to mail my appearance in. I got word from my client that I was adjourned until January 28th at 9 o'clock.
Correct.
Tell your client to let us know he's got an attorney next time, and we could have done something.
I realize that, and I'll make sure he understands.
Yeah. Good morning.
Good morning, Judge. But it worked out okay, so I'll mail my appearance in, and we should be all set.
All right. And whoever Tina is, can you not smoke on the screen, please? Are you Miss Bocock?
Yes.
Okay, Leanna, your client is there.
Okay.
Am I free to go then?
You are.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
You too.
What are you ready on?
Bocock, Bocock at 9:30. Leanna is the attorney.
Thank you. Miss Belcher.
Morning, Your Honor. Leanna Belcher on behalf of Ms. Bocock. Ma'am, will you state your name for the record?
Ina Bocock.
Your Honor, according to my
Good
record,
morning.
today is the date and time for a final pretrial. I am not sure if the complainant is logged in.
Your Honor, may for the record, Miss Simmons, Patricia Simmons is the other, is another defendant in the same fighting trial. I think of them fighting each other. Last time we had set this so that maybe we can see if we can resolve this with both of them appearing. So today is the final pretrial. So if Miss Simmons does fail to appear, at her scheduled time, which I believe is 9:30, I understand a motion to dismiss by the people or by the defense would make sense. And a warrant would be issued from Simmons.
Okay, so why don't we give a few more minutes to see if the other defendant's going to show up? And then maybe we can do something with it.
Thank you, Your
Ms.
Honor.
Belcher, any objections?
No, Your Honor. If you want to wait a few more minutes,
All
I
right,
have no
thank
objection
you.
to that.
All right. Heather?
It looks like I have Jalen Boone in here, and he is at 9:50. Person on the iPhone, what is your name, please?
Jason Elias.
Okay. You have an attorney.
Yes. He's in the hospital, the emergency room.
Oh, he's in the waiting room. He's coming in right
you
now.
made it?
Yep,
Okay.
thank you.
Okay.
Which file is that? I'm sorry.
Jason Elias.
Scheduled when?
I'm sorry,
What time?
9:30.
Thank you.
Mr. Hadar looks like he's in the waiting room at the emergency room.
Sorry, Judge.
Mr. Hadar, are you okay?
I think so, but I came to check it out. I hope to be. I'm sitting here waiting to see the doc. Can I get a new date, Your Honor?
Good luck.
I should be fine. Thank you, Judge.
All right. You're appearing for Mr. Elias.
Mark Hyder for Mr. Jason Elias, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Hyder, the prosecutor made an offer to impaired driving, dismiss the high BAC. You need a conversation with either Mr. Kaplan or Mr. Elias.
Yeah, I'd like to get another date, Your Honor, and I'll go over it with Mr. Elias. I think it's something
Sure.
we'll probably take advantage of.
December 2nd?
That works.
How about 10 o'clock?
That's fine, Your Honor. Thank you very much.
Bond will be continued, Mr. Elias. You understand all that?
Yes, sir.
All right. Good luck,
Thank you,
counsel.
Judge. Thank you, Your Honor. Jason, I'll call you.
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Mr. Arturo Godinez.
Yes, ma'am.
Yep.
Mr. Schick is just asking for an adjournment to December 16th.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Godinez, that's okay with you?
Yes, that's okay.
All right.
Thank you.
That's adjourned December 16th.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
That's my last case, Your Honor. Thank you.
Have a great day, Mr. Schick. What time was that for Godinez? Heather?
That was at 9:20.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, please. Anything else?
Mr. Jalen Boone at 9:50.
Good morning, Mr. Boone.
Good morning.
How are you today?
Good. How about you?
Better than I deserve, Mr. Boone. Thanks for asking. I've got a file here from October 8, 2021, a misdemeanor charge of unreasonable noise. Carries a possible penalty of up to $500 fines plus court costs and up to 93 days in jail. Do you understand that?
93 days in jail.
It's a misdemeanor, so I have to tell you the possible penalty. I don't know that I've ever
Okay.
put anybody in jail for a noise ticket, but I've got to let you know what the possible penalty is.
Okay.
All right. Understand that?
Understand.
All right. So the prosecutor has made an offer on the file. If you plead guilty to this charge, the prosecutor is asking me to take it under a delayed sentence for a month. In other words, see if you can stay out of trouble for a month.
Okay.
You understand that? Just
Yes.
pick that up and put it down again. All right. Are you prepared to go forward today without an attorney, or would you like to speak to a court-appointed attorney?
No attorney.
I'm sorry. No, you do not want to talk to an attorney?
Yeah, no.
All right. Are you prepared to make a decision about that offer?
Yeah.
Okay. What's your decision?
I can stay out of the trouble for a month.
All right. So you're pleading guilty to the unreasonable noise?
Yes.
October 8, 2021. Tell me what was going on in Romulus that makes you think you're guilty. What was the noise? Do you have a party, a loud muffler? What was going on?
It wasn't no party. It was just at the house playing music. But the neighbor always called the cops, like always.
Your Honor, for the record,
He's just an old guy that's always in his house and just always complaining and picking with me.
Yeah.
Your Honor, for the record, the bass was very high, which even if you can't hear the music, you can feel the bass through the walls and the ceiling, which was, I believe, the issue in this case.
Yeah, I got rid of the sound bar.
All right, so you just got to tone it down. You know, if you got a neighbor that's sensitive, or even if you got a neighbor that's just a pain in the ass, you just got to live with them.
Yeah.
All right. Are you working?
Yes, I'm currently working now.
Where do you work at?
In Auburn Public Schools.
How long you been with the school system?
4 years now.
Good. All right. All right, I'll give you a break this time around, Mr. Boone. I'll do a 30-day deferred sentence. You just stay out of trouble, and this will be dismissed, so it does not stay on your record as a permanent criminal conviction. I'm going to charge a court cost of $145. Can you pay that within 30 days?
Yes.
Any questions?
No, that's it.
Have a lovely day.
You too. Thank you.
Next is Jayla Williams at 9:40.
Thank you. Good morning, Ms. Williams.
Good morning, Your Honor.
I've got a file from October 7, 2021. The charge of malicious destruction of private property carries a possible penalty of up to 93 days in jail, up to $500 fines plus court costs. Do you understand that?
I do.
The prosecutor has made an offer. If you plead guilty to disorderly person on that date, the prosecutor is recommending a delayed sentence for 12 months. If you stay out of trouble during that 12-month period and do whatever else I tell you to do, then at the end of 12 months, this would be dismissed. It would not stay on your record as a permanent criminal conviction. The prosecutor is also asking, as a condition of that delayed sentence, that you do not return to the Travelodge Hotel. Do you understand the offer from the prosecutor?
I do understand it.
Are you prepared today to go forward without an attorney, or would you like to speak to a court-appointed attorney?
No, I would like to speak to an attorney. And I'm in the
We'll
process
put you in a
of
breakout. Pardon me?
No, never. I don't know. Am I supposed to speak to you about this or my attorney? But I'm in the
Well, let me stop you. If you want to talk to an attorney, let's start there. And then the attorney can advise you where to go next.
Okay.
So we'll put you in a breakout room with Miss Belcher.
Leanna, can you go back to your breakout room?
Well, hold on just a minute. Hold on just a minute.
Sorry.
Ms. Belcher, I don't think we've got the other defendant on Bocock. Is that correct,
She-
Heather?
Yeah, she already left. Oh, they're back.
All right. Bocock is back?
She's coming back now.
Okay, but we don't have a Vic
Correct.
or co-defendant or however you want to say it.
Mr. Jadala is in with Judge Green, and he is
Yep.
the attorney for Patricia Simmons. She's the other one, correct? She's the other co-defendant, or the other person, correct, Josh?
Yes.
Yeah, and he's in with Judge Green, so I don't know if he knows anything about her. So I don't know if you want to wait till Jadala comes in. Up to you.
Not really.
Okay, okay.
Your Honor, could I make a motion? Motion to dismiss,
Yeah.
Your Honor.
Dismiss without prejudice. You'll explain what that means, Ms. Bocock, please.
Yes, Your Honor, I will. Thank you. Ms. Bocock, you can sign
All
off,
right.
ma'am.
All right, so now we're gonna put Ms. Williams in a breakout room with Ms. Belcher. And who is, go ahead, Heather.
Mr. George is here and William Weller. Mr. George, is your client with you?
No, he is not.
Leanna, can you go back into your breakout room, please?
Yes,
Jayla
I'm-
Williams is in there.
No, I know. I'm just trying to get Ms. Bocock to sign off. She's done.
Oh, sorry. I'll remove.
Mr. Georgie, you want to try to call Mr. Weller?
Yes, I will. May I mute myself and make a
Sure,
call?
sure. Absolutely.
All right, I'm
Heather,
bringing
what happened
in.
to that time?
She
What happened to
left.
that lady with the Galaxy phone? Okay.
She left. She was Miss Bocock. I'm going to bring in Miss Brittany Pruitt for Mr. Jadala. And then we'll also have Chelsea Simmons. Or Sylvester, sorry.
Judge, could you let me know if the Pruitt and the Sylvester matters are pre-trials or final pre-trials?
Yeah, give me just a second. I'm looking at it right now.
Thank you, Judge.
Simmons is final.
Simmons and Sylvester are final. Pruitt is leaving the scene of the accident.
Thank you. All right, which one are you ready on, Mr. Jadala?
I was going to ask the prosecutor, are you ready on either Simmons or Sylvester final pre-trial wise?
So on Simmons, the other person was just here. That case was dismissed because Ms. Simmons was not in the courtroom at the time she needed to be in here. But Ms. Bocock, who was also the defendant in the fighting charge, was just here. She just got left go. So you know what, Your Honor, if I could get a quick breakout room, Mr. Jadala, I'll explain everything.
Sure.
Thank you, guys.
Josh, just go back into your breakout room, please. Do you want me to bring anybody in, or do we want to wait till all of these are done in the breakout room?
No, bring somebody in. Who you got?
Last name is ELMUBARAY at 950.
Yes.
All right. Is it Elmer Barrick? How do you say it?
Elmer Bark.
All right, Mr. Elmer Barrick, I've got a file here from October 9, 2021, trespass misdemeanor, up to $500 fines plus court costs and up to 93 days in jail. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
The prosecutor has made an offer on the file. If you plead guilty to the charge, the prosecutor is asking me to take it under a 6-month delayed sentence. What that means is during that 6 months, you stay out of trouble, no new charges, pay whatever court costs I tell you to pay, do anything else I tell you you have to do. And at the end of 6 months, this would be dismissed. It would not stay on your record as a permanent criminal conviction. Do you understand the offer from the prosecutor?
Yes.
Are you prepared today to go forward without a court-appointed attorney, or would you like to speak to a court-appointed attorney?
No.
Okay, I'm getting a lot of echo. I can't understand what you're saying.
No, sir.
No, sir, what? You do want an attorney or you do not want an attorney?
Can you repeat that again, sir?
Yeah, I'm just asking him if he wants to talk to an attorney. If there's a court-appointed attorney available, if he wants to talk to one. If not, he can go forward without an attorney.
Yes, he said he wanted a court-appointed attorney.
That's fine. And your name, ma'am, because you're speaking on my record, I'd like you identified.
Yes, I am the mother of Amir Al-Mubarak. My name is Ramana Al-Mubari.
Thank you, ma'am. All right, so as soon as that attorney's ready or freed up, we'll put her in a breakout room with your son.
Thank you.
Mr. Kaplan, Mr. Jadala, what do we got?
Your Honor, we can start on Sylvester. That's going to be a dismissal, and I just need to speak with Pruitt briefly in the breakout room.
All right, Ms. Sylvester, you with me?
Yes.
All right, this matter is dismissed without prejudice. Without prejudice. Understood?
Yes.
Have a nice day.
Samir, Miss Pruitt is not signed on to audio yet. I don't know. Do you want me to put you in the breakout room and hopefully it'll come on?
We can try.
Okay.
And I don't have a phone number to give you either, Samir.
Yeah, I don't have one either.
You want to try somebody else while we're waiting for the breakouts to come out?
What's happening with Mr. Georgie? Oh, we're waiting for his client.
Right.
Yep, Christopher Stoddard's good. He is at 10 a.m.
Yep, bring him. You want to bring in those phones and figure out who they are while Christopher tries to connect?
Yep, I'm guessing I know who they are, but yep. Xavier would be Xavier Priester.
Yep.
Lakeisha is Lakeisha White.
Hello?
Mr. Georgie, did you hear from your client yet?
Oh, yes. Excuse me. I just spoke to him. He'll be joining us online momentarily.
Okay, thank you. Xavier, is your last name Priester?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Priester, good morning.
Good morning.
I got some celebrities here today.
I've got a file from November 2nd, 2016. The charge is assault and battery. Carries a possible penalty of up to 93 days in jail, up to $500 fine plus court cost. Do you understand that?
Yes.
All right, the prosecutor has made an offer. If you plead guilty to disorderly person, the prosecutor has asked me to dismiss the assault and battery. Disorderly person is also up to $500 fines plus court costs and up to 93 days in jail. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Do you have enough? Well, first of all, do you want to go forward today without an attorney? Or would you like to speak to the court-appointed attorney?
I'll go to trial on this. I'm not about to plead guilty to anything that I didn't do.
Okay, that's information I'll probably want, but that didn't answer my question. Would you like to speak to an attorney or do you want to go forward?
Oh, yes,
without an
yes. Yes, I'm sorry.
All right, so we're going to let you talk to Ms. Pelcher. We're going to put you in a breakout room with her as soon as she's freed up. So in the meantime, we'll just mute you and leave you where you're at.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Lakeisha, your last name is White?
Yes, it is.
Okay, thank you.
Good morning,
She's
ma'am.
at 1040, Judge.
Yep. All right, Ms. White, I've got two files here, one from January 30, 2019, and one from January 16, 2018.
Yeah.
All right, the 2030, 2019 charge. I don't know how that happened, but Heather, is that right? I'm looking at what it looks like is the 2019 she pled to and the 2018 never got addressed. Or did
Yes.
somebody mix up the ROAs?
No, it looks like the 2 violation parental responses from 18 and 19 were not handled somehow. And one from 2019 was handled.
Oh yeah, I just found the other one. Okay. All right. All right. So we've got 3 files, January 16, 18, January 30, 19, and February 21, 19. The earliest one and the latest one, somehow you fell through the cracks on. The one in the middle, the January 30th, 2019, you pled guilty to the charge and was put on a delayed sentence. You understand all that?
Yes, I understand it.
All right. So the charge, violation of parental responsibility, is a misdemeanor, carries a possible penalty of up to $500 fines plus court costs and up to 93 days in jail. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do.
All right. Let's see what the prosecutor's got here. And of course, he's on the phone when I've got one I'm not sure about. Yeah, from my reading of his offer, he thought these were 3 brand new files, so I got to get him off the phone so we can talk to him.
Sam, did Miss Pruitt not come through?
All I can see is the rim of her glasses and up her nose. I can't see anything else. There's no kind of communication I can establish.
Thank you. All right.
I'm sorry, guys.
Mr. Kaplan.
Sorry, Your Honor. Leanna had called me for on one of our cases. What's going on?
No problem. Ms. White has 3 separate files, violation of parental responsibility, from January 16, 18, January 30, 19, and February 21, 19. Somehow, the one in the middle, January 30th, 2019, she pled and was put under a delayed sentence, but the first one in 18 and the one less than a month later in February of 19 never got addressed.
Okay,
So I think your offer assumed that all 3 of those charges had not been pled to.
So I only on the docket I only had the two outstanding. I didn't know that there was a plea on the other one.
Okay.
Was the one she pled from 2019, was that part of the same time frame of this 2019?
All I've got is incident dates. January 30, 19 was what she pled to, and one of our files that are open is February 21, 19. So less than a month later.
So I mean, I'm still going to leave it at, if she wants to plead to that at 6, I can defer it another 6 months, and then dismiss the 2018 one, or she can set that.
Okay. All right. Ms. White, do you understand the offer from the prosecutor?
Yes, I do, Your Honor, but this was all supposed to be taken care of. My daughter died, and that's why my children missed school. It wasn't that I was neglecting. My 3-year-old died, and when
let's do this.
They said they would check up with us and handle it then. So I don't know what's going on.
Okay. Let me, Ms. Belcher is the court-appointed attorney today. She's got a couple people in front of you, but let me have her talk to you as soon as she's available.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Ms. Belcher, what do you got?
I have Ms. Williams, Your Honor.
Are we ready?
Yes, we are ready.
What are we ready for?
Leanna Belcher on behalf of Jayla Williams. Ms. Williams, will you state your name for the record, please?
Jayla Williams.
Your Honor, it's set for an arraignment pretrial. We waive formal reading and stand mute. I did meet with Ms. Williams in a breakout room. I also spoke with Mr. Kaplan. He's going to allow her to plead to disorderly under 771 for 6 months instead of 12, and she does wish to take advantage of that offer.
Is that right, Ms. Williams?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand the possible penalty for that charge?
I do.
And you've gone over your rights and options with Ms. Belcher, correct?
Yes, I have.
All right. Understanding all of that, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily to the charge?
I am.
All right, Ms. Belcher, why don't you give me a factual basis?
Yes, Your Honor. 1 second while I'm pulling up the date. Ms. Williams,
Incident.
on 10/7/21, were you at the Travel Lodge in the city of Romulus?
Yes, I was.
And on that date, ma'am, did you get into an argument with the workers at the Travel Lodge that caused the police to be called to the scene?
Yes, I did.
I would be satisfied, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. Kaplan, is there any restitution claim from Travel Lodge?
There was none that was given to me, Your Honor.
Thank you. Anything I should consider before I set the terms of sentence for Ms. Williams?
Yes, Your Honor. Ms. Williams would like the court to know that her outburst was in response to the workers at the Travel Lodge making comments about her sexuality because she was there with her partner. She realizes that she did it in a poor way, but obviously that it caused her to be very emotional. She indicated that she is working at, I believe it's called Signet Cleaning. They do work for some of the motor companies. She did provide contact information that I provided to the court. We would ask, Your Honor, just impose minimal fines and costs.
Okay. Ms. Williams, anything else?
No, Your Honor. She disclosed everything.
Okay. All right. I'm going to go along with the 6-month delayed sentence. Court costs are assessed in the amount of $250. Can you pay that within 30 days?
Yes.
You're all set.
Thank you.
Heather, who was the next one that we were going to put in with Miss Belcher?
I'm putting
That's
Amir
Mr.
El
Priester?
Mubari in with Miss
Right.
Belcher. And for Mr. Georgie, his client, Mr. Weller, is here.
Beautiful.
Leanna, if you could go to your breakout room, please.
Where's the breakout?
Mr. George, your appearance for Mr. Weller.
Good morning, Your Honor. John George appearing on behalf of William Weller.
All right, counsel, there is an offer in the file. If Mr. Weller pleads guilty to disorderly person from July 17, 21, the original charge would be dismissed. Prosecutor's recommending a 6-month delayed sentence, including a no contact with the lady whose name I can't read or her business.
China Knowles, Your Honor, is the woman, and
Thank you.
Your Honor, or rather to the prosecutor, is this offer a complete dismissal of this charge after 6 months?
That's how these would work with the disorderly. Yeah,
Yep.
At 6 months at the discretion of the judge, as long as he meets terms of probation.
Okay, but first he'd have to go through a PSI, correct? To
No,
see
not on this type of charge, counsel. I'm going to do it today. I'm going to assess some court costs, tell him to have no new criminal charges and no further problems with this lady or this business. No contact there.
Your Honor, may I have a breakout room with my client?
Sure.
Thank you.
Doing it now, Judge.
Got a lot of people in breakouts.
I'm going to try Christopher Stoddard again, bring him in. Mr. Waginka, I
Thank
think
you.
you're all set if you want to log off.
Have a good day, Jim.
Told me to wait.
Yes, Miss White, please wait still.
Yeah, we're waiting to put you in with the court-appointed attorney, Ms. White.
Okay, thank
I think
you.
same with Mr. Priester. Mr. Priester's waiting for Leanna too, I think.
Correct, yep, I have them noted.
You want to bring Miller in?
I am, she's coming in now.
Stoddard still not up connecting?
No, and I keep chatting.
And I'm not sure if this is the same Stoddard, but I think it is. We should have his phone number in the system somewhere because this ain't his first rodeo with us.
Miss White just left.
Yeah, hopefully that was a mistake. She'll come back.
Yeah.
Miss Miller, are you connected? Faith Miller. Goodbye.
And I
Hopefully she'll
do-
reconnect with audio.
I do not have a phone number for Mr. Stoddard.
Yeah, might not be the same Stoddard.
I believe I think this is the son of one of the sons, I believe, Your Honor, of the family.
Okay. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Ask Heather when next time you're in there.
Mr. Georgie, are you and your client ready?
Yes, we are.
Okay, let me bring him back in.
Counsel, what are we going to do on Mr. Weller's file?
Your Honor, we will take the plea as offered by the city attorney.
Thank you. Mr. Weller, you understand the possible penalty for the added charge?
Yes.
And you understand your rights and options after discussing those with your attorney?
Yes. What is the added charge? That's what I'm confused about.
Disorderly person.
Okay. Yes.
All right, understanding all of that, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily to the added charge today?
Yes.
On July 17th, 21, in Romulus, tell me what happened that makes you think you're guilty.
Well, sir, yeah, I did text Mrs. Knowles. She had called and made threats to my wife about her employment, and I did text her and tell her that that she was breaking HIPAA violations, and I guess that's what I did.
All right, Mr. George, maybe you need to voir dire because that's certainly not a factual basis to accept a plea.
Mr. Weller, did you do this on more than one occasion?
No.
Did you make any phone calls to the victim?
Prior, telling her that my wife was in the hospital.
No, I like them.
So have you had calls with the victim on more than one occasion?
Yes, I called her, or couldn't leave a message. She had a voicemail and she called me.
Your Honor, is the court satisfied?
Not even close.
Okay. Let's
All
just
I've
set it
got
for
is he called her and couldn't leave a message.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. Let's just set it for a bench trial because you're right. It's absolutely non-factual for what the lies she's saying.
Your
All right,
Honor,
you understand that you do have a, go ahead, Mr. Georgie.
no, I just was concurring in my client's request for a bench trial.
All right. And Mr. Weller, you understand that you do have a constitutional right to a jury trial, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Heather, I'm assuming we can do a bench trial on either the 2nd or the 16th at 11 a.m.
Correct, Judge.
Mr. George, you got
I'm looking.
got a preference? Yep, December 2nd or December 16th.
Your Honor, the 16th would work.
Mr. Weller, that work for you, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
And is this in person, Your Honor?
Yeah, let's do that one in person, fellas.
Okay, Your Honor.
Bond will be continued. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You as well.
Miss Miller, can you unmute yourself, please? Thank you.
Yes.
Miss Miller, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Miss Miller, I've got a file here from March 18, 2021. The charge is fighting or violent behavior, carries a possible penalty of up to $500 fines plus court costs and up to 93 days in jail. Do you understand that?
Yes.
The prosecutor has made an offer on this file. If you plead guilty to fighting, the prosecutor's asked me to do a 6-month deferred sentence. That means you stay out of trouble, no new criminal charges, you pay whatever court costs I assess, and do whatever else I tell you to do. And at the end of 6 months, it would be dismissed. It would not stay on your record as a permanent criminal conviction. Do you understand the offer from the prosecutor?
I'm sorry, Your Honor. Can I step outside? I'm at work right now. I need to step outside because it's very loud and I can't hear you. So can you give me a second to do that? Thank you.
Go ahead, mute yourself while you're going. Ms. Belcher, are you ready on Uberok?
Yes, Your Honor, I am ready.
What are we doing on Ellenberg?
Your Honor, we'd waive the formal reading and stand mute for the pretrial portion, or arraignment portion, excuse me. For the pretrial portion, he's going to be taking the plea. The only modification to the plea, Your Honor, is it's going to be under HIDA due to his age.
No objection, Your Honor.
Sure. All right. And Mr. Ellenberg, you understand the possible penalty for the charge?
Yes.
Pardon me?
Yes.
You understand your rights and your options?
Yes.
Okay. Can you sit up a little bit and act like you're in court because you are? Counsel, would you like to do the voir dire?
Yes, Your Honor, thank you. Sir, on 10/9/21, were you at Norfolk Southern in the city of Romulus?
Yes.
And were you there without the company's permission?
Yes.
And were you sitting on top of some of the train equipment?
Yes.
I'm satisfied, Your Honor.
Thank you. So am I. How old are you, sir?
18.
What are you doing? You going to school? You working? What are you doing?
Working and going to school.
I'm sorry, working where?
Working at Taco Bell.
All right. Where'd you go to high school?
You what, Honor?
Where did you go to high school?
I went to high school online, K-12.
Did you graduate?
Yes.
All right. Anything else I should consider, Ms. Belcher, before I set the terms of sentence?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Mubarak, anything you want me to consider before I sentence?
Say that again.
Anything you want me to know before I sentence you today?
No.
I'll delay sentence for 6 months. Stay out of trouble. No new criminal offenses. Your court costs are assessed in the amount of $300. Can you pay that within 30 days or would you like monthly payments?
Monthly payments.
Monthly payments.
How much can you pay every month?
50.
And can you start that by by November 29th?
Yes.
You're all set.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Ms. Belcher, we're gonna put you in a breakout room. I think Mr. Priester is next. Isn't that correct?
Correct, he is. If you can just go in the breakout room.
Yeah. Ms. Belcher, let me tell you what's going on Priester.
Oh,
It's
she
an
just,
older file, goes back.
wait, hold on, did she just left? Let me move her back in here.
Yeah. Ms. Belcher on Priester, it's a 2016 assault and battery, count 1, disorderly person, count 2. The offer was plead to count 2, dismiss count 1.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Ms. Miller, are you connected?
Yes, I am.
There you go. I've got a file from March 18, 2021. The charge is fighting or violent behavior, a misdemeanor, carries a possible penalty of up to $500 fine plus court costs and up to 93 days in jail. Do you understand that?
Yes.
All right. The prosecutor has made an offer. If you plead guilty to the charge of fighting, then that would be taken under a delayed sentence for 6 months. If you stay out of trouble for 6 months, no new charges, pay the court costs that are assessed, then at the end of 6 months, it would be dismissed. It would not stay on your record as a permanent criminal conviction. Do you understand the offer?
Yes.
Are you prepared to go forward without an attorney today, or would you like to speak to a court-appointed attorney?
I would like to speak to a attorney.
All right, we'll put you in a breakout room with her when she's available. Mr. Stoddard, are you connected?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Stoddard, I've got a file from October 9, 2021. The charge is trespassing. Possible penalty
sir.
for the charge is up to $500 fines plus court costs and up to 93 days in jail. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
The prosecutor has made an offer on the file. If you plead guilty to that charge, it would be taken under a delayed sentence for 6 months. If you stay out of trouble, no new charges. Do whatever I tell you to do, including pay court costs. Then at the end of 6 months, it would be dismissed. It would not stay on your record as a permanent criminal conviction. Do you understand the offer?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you prepared to go forward today, or would you like to speak to the court-appointed attorney?
Should I speak to the attorney or should I just go forward with it today? What was the
There's
offer?
no should. It's just options. The offer is you plead guilty. It's a delayed sentence. Stay out of trouble and pay your court costs.
Can I speak to the attorney real quick?
Not real quick, but you can talk to her when she's available. There's 3 people in front of you, I think. Just stay where
Yes,
you're
sir.
at, and we'll put you in the breakout when we can. Heather, on Bajari Investments, was that adjourned?
Yes, to January
Okay.
20th. That was the one with
Thank you.
Ronald Rourke.
Oh, that's right.
On the iPhone, what is your name, please?
Ashley Konoff. I tried to change it on there, but it wasn't letting me join that way.
That's fine. I got it changed for you.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Nope, that's fine.
Good morning, Ms. Coniff.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Looks like this is a show cause hearing. You pled guilty in front of me back on October 7, 2019. I waived all fines and costs, told you to do 50 hours community service by January 1, 2020.
Yes.
Then gave you more time, gave you until March 1. We still
Well,
haven't seen
yes.
any.
Okay, well, to be honest with you, like, I started doing my community service at the Humane for Humanity in Monroe County. And I started doing my community service there, and that's when the coronavirus hit, and I wasn't able to do it, and now I can't get any documentation from them. I didn't finish it. I just started. I had gone 3 days, and then the coronavirus hit.
Okay.
So now I need to
I've
get
got-
time back.
I've got no problem giving you some more time to get 50 hours done and documented.
Okay, how long are you going to give me?
Are you working now?
No, I'm not. I just had a kidney infection, but no, I'm not. So could you give me like 60 days, or is that too long?
I'm sorry, 60?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, I'm so sorry.
We got your address on Toman Place?
Yeah, 2566, yeah.
And phone number is 244-6540?
Yeah.
Okay, yep, 60 days, get some documentation.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
If you need
Have a good-
some locations, you can contact our probation department. They can give you some information where you can go.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Good luck.
Have a good
Miss
day.
Belcher,
Your Honor, we are ready on Mr. Priester's matter.
tell me.
Your Honor, it's set for a final pretrial. I did speak with Mr. Kaplan. I don't believe that there's a complainant that's on for this case. I would make a motion to dismiss, and I did want to address a previous bond that was forfeited.
Case dismissed without prejudice. Talk about bond.
Your Honor, it appears from my review of the ROA that there was an order forfeiting the bond generated on 4/30/21. Prior to that, it says that a notice was generated and sent out to my client, and it looks like, if I'm reading this properly, on 5/21/21, the notice was returned unable to deliver per post office. My client would ask that you reconsider reinstating that bond. I confirm the address that's listed on the ROA, and that is his correct address. It is a home. There's no apartment number, so I'm unsure as to why it was returned as undeliverable.
current address on Dorset, a good one?
Yes, Your
Yes.
Honor, that is a good address.
Okay, I made a note. We'll reinstate the bond and return 90% of it.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Mr. Priester, you're all set, sir. Have a great day.
All right, you too. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right,
Who's
next,
the next one we're gonna put her in?
Leanna, if you can go back in, it's gonna be on Faith Miller.
Yes, I'm here.
Go in right now.
Thank you.
Wasn't Pruitt, Mr. Jadalas?
She was, and I don't think she ever came, what did we do with her? It was dismissed.
Thank
No,
you.
no, I'm sorry. It wasn't that one that was dismissed.
No, this is a fail to stop identify.
Yeah, Sylvester. Miss Pruitt can't connect. So Mr.
Oh,
Jadala
that's
was
right. He
unable
was
to
trying to
speak.
connect with her. Miss Pruitt, can you hear us?
She's laying in bed.
Looks like a hospital bed.
Wow. I'm chatting her now.
Thanks. Hey, Heather, what happened to CK Property Group from 8:30?
That one is adjourned to January 20th.
Thanks. You know what time?
9 a.m.
Thanks. And Jadala's client Simmons never showed, right?
Correct.
Thanks.
I don't think she knows how to read chat.
Nope.
Heather, are you there?
The judge will be back in just a second, Leanna, on that one.
Okay.
And then I have another one for you when we're done with that.
What's the name?
Christopher Stoddard.
I can't rep him. I just did the co-defendant, so let me try to get someone on.
Oh, okay, thank you. If you can get Jadala, that would be good because Miss Pruitt, who is his, is still trying.
I'm Pruitt.
Okay, so you're good. You're finally connected. Okay,
Yeah,
so hold
no,
on.
sorry. I've had a lot of issues going on. I don't know what's going on here. It's driving me nuts.
Okay, hold on.
Hey, Heather.
Yes, Leanna.
Sammer is going to have me cover Pruitt. He can't get back over, and then Royce is jumping on for Stoddard.
Thank you so much.
No problem. Do you want to put me in a breakout with Pruitt?
Sure. If you can go back in your room. Mr. Nunley, I'm going to put you in a breakout room with Mr. Stoddard.
What's the charge, please?
Oh, I'm sorry. I think it's trespassing.
It's trespassing. And his co-defendant just pled to a deferred sentence on this under HIDA, which I do the same for him.
Okay.
Thank you.
What's the case number, Josh? You got it handy?
I just sent you the police report, so it should be in your email.
Yeah.
Mr. Nunley, are you ready?
Ready to proceed, Your Honor.
All right, your appearance.
Royce Nunley on behalf of defendant. After speaking with my client in the breakout room, he has decided to avail himself of the offer made by the prosecutor, which would be a deferred sentence under HIDA.
And Your Honor, for the record, I do believe the plea agreement has it under 771.1, but we would stick to a HIDA as agreed.
Thank you. Heather Zambek is in here.
Thank you. If you can send it out.
Mr. Stoddard, do you understand the possible penalty for the charge of trespass?
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
You understand your options and your rights after discussing those with counsel?
Yes, Your Honor.
Understanding all of that, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily to the charge?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Where were you at on October 9, 21 that you shouldn't have been at?
On top of the train tracks on Wayne Road.
Satisfied, Mr. Nunley and Mr. Kaplan?
Satisfied, Judge.
Satisfied, Your Honor.
And fellas, did you say this was HIDA?
Yes.
All right. I'll go along with the 6 months. Court costs assessed in the amount of $300. Can you pay that within 30 days, Mr. Stoddard, or do you need monthly payments?
How much was it again?
300.
Can I get some monthly payments?
How much can you pay every month?
I could probably do 100. Just like 100 at least.
All right.
Do I have
$100 a month?
If
Go
I get
ahead.
more than sorry, Your Honor, for interrupting. If I get more than 300, like in like just like a couple weeks, then could I just pay it all at one time then?
We'll
Do
always
that
take
too.
early money.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
All
Oh,
right,
also
so that'll, go ahead.
the HIDA, is that HYTA, the Holmes Youth Training Act?
Yes.
Okay. And that is only eligible for a one-time use? I was just wondering.
No, that's
I've
not
just
true.
heard of I've just heard of it before, and I was just wondering.
All right, so $300, monthly payments of $100 or more starting on or before November 29.
Yes, sir. Yes, Your
All
Honor.
right, you're all set.
Have a nice day. All y'all have a nice day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Miss Belcher, what do you got?
Your Honor, I have Faith Miller and I'm covering Brittany Pruitt for Mr. Jadala.
Did you get contact with Miss Pruitt?
Yes, she's on the screen, Your Honor.
Awesome. Who you want to do first?
Whichever file you have in front of you.
All right, I got Miss Miller's file in my hand.
Okay. Leanna Belcher on behalf of Miss Miller. Miss Miller, can you please state your name for the record?
Faith Miller.
Your Honor, we are requesting a final pretrial to be set in this matter so that the complainants have to appear.
December 2nd,
That's fine with me.
10 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Miss Miller, I'll put you on a personal bond in the meantime. Stay out of trouble. Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm and acknowledge the debt payable to court amount of $1,000 if you mess up on bond?
Yes, I do.
We'll see you in December.
All right.
Miss Belcher.
Leanna Belcher on behalf of Brittany Pruitt. Ms. Pruitt, can you please state your name for the record?
Brittany Pruitt?
And I'm standing in for her attorney record, Samar Jadala, with your permission. Is that correct, ma'am?
Yes.
Your Honor, I did have an opportunity to meet with Ms. Pruitt in the breakout room. I did go over the offer with her. She's going to be pleading to failure to report with the original count to be dismissed.
Miss Pruitt, do you understand the possible penalty for the added charge?
Yes, I do.
And do you understand your rights and options after discussing those with counsel?
Yes, I do.
Understanding all of that, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily to the added charge today?
Yes.
August 21, did you were you involved in an accident in Romulus?
Yes, I
Motor
was.
vehicle accident.
Yes.
And at that time, did you fail to stop? And did you fail to report the accident as required by law?
Yes.
Satisfied?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Anything I should consider before I set the terms of sentence?
Just her financial situation, Your Honor. She did indicate to me that she is on disability. She's gone through about 8 leg surgeries, and it's possible that her leg will have to be amputated. So she has very limited income coming in.
All right, anything else?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Fines and court costs total $350. I can give you 30 days to pay or set you up with a monthly payment plan.
Yes, that would be great.
Which one?
The payment plan.
How much per month?
I could probably do 100.
Let's do 75. You can always pay extra if you want to.
Oh, great. Thank you, Your Honor.
Can you start that on or before the 29th of this month?
I get my check on the 1st.
So you want to go into December?
Yeah, can we start then?
Yeah, the first Friday is the 3rd. That give you enough time?
On the 3rd of December?
Correct.
Yes, that would be perfect.
All right, you're all set. Good luck.
All right, and that's no points, right?
I think failed to report is 2 points versus 6 points. Is that correct?
Failure to report is 0 points, Your Honor. It's under code 1650, and it does not abstract, man.
Okay, 0 points.
All right, great. Thank you so much, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Good luck with your leg. Heather?
Judge, nothing left. The last one is at 10:50, so I guess we have to give 30 minutes waiting for all these people to show.
What happened with Jacoby Williams at 10:30?
Jacoby Williams did not show, but I will say that his mom left me a message yesterday, asked me to call because she had important information about Jacoby. The number I called back was not a good number.
All right, so we'll wait and see if he shows up.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you very much for getting all that,
Kevin.
Leanna.
No problem.
All right, folks, I'll be back when we have some stuff to work on.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Or when we don't. Thank you.
Thank you.
Nobody to talk to, Leanne. I'm just looking at the no-shows.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. Hey, Heather,
Yes, Judge.
what happened to Lakeisha White? She just never came back, right?
She never came back. No, she didn't. And the phone number that we have in that one file, I called and the guy answered and he was very upset because he said, this is not her number. People call here all the time looking for her. Please get rid of it.
Thanks.
Yeah. Judge, I know it's a little late now, but can you change your stamp?
Oh, damn. Yeah, I got it.
Leanna, Josh, I'm shutting it down. It's 11:23, and that's 30 minutes after the last one was scheduled at 10:50.
Okay, thank you.